Hiya guys, back in the greenhouse. A little bit drizzly outside and I'm not going to brave that, you know. Well, I'm a fair weather gardener, me, you know what I mean? The thing is, I've made space in here now, so I might as well use it. Right, today, got a couple of tomatoes to sow. Now, these are dwarf ones, and I want to get these going because I want to, apart from the few that I may be selling, I want to grow some indoors. Now, I've got to repopulate the Vegepod kitchen garden. I need to put some in there. And I've got a new hydroponics coming, so I want to put some in there as well. And I've got Golden Hour, dwarf one, from Robin, and it's a new release from the Wild Boar Farm, so that sounds pretty good. And I got Kiwi X Dwarf from Ali, both dwarf, so I'll do it. But first of all, before I get all that done, I'm going to scan you, turn you down here. I'm going to show you something. You know, in gardening, in life in general, your most memorable sense is smell. You know, you'll smell something and that'll take you back childhood, 10, 20 years, or to a bar in the Caribbean or whatever, you know. With me, actually, one of the smells that always sends me to the Caribbean is a tuna steak on a barbecue. Oh, God, I can't describe it. It just takes me... Anyway, in the kitchen or in gardening, there's a couple of smells. Now, one of them, for me, is a squash that's gone off. Now, I had one. It was I think it was a Blue Hubbard, and I thought I'd used it. And I'm in the kitchen the other day. I thought, something's wrong here. And you know, after a while, you get sensitized to it. You can't smell it anymore. So I left the kitchen, went back in. I can still smell it. So back out again. And after about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9 visits, I pinpointed it down. And the squash had rolled behind my little miniature freezer, the one I put all my own cooking in. Not the little. It's on the countertop, and it rolled behind there, and it was, oh my God! I moved it, and I was nearly good. And the other one is potatoes. Now, a rotten potato always takes me back to my childhood, and when I was married, because my ex always used to buy spuds in, I think it was £50 bags in those days, and the ones at the bottom were always going off, weren't they? Anyway, let me turn you down here, and this is where it's all going. Let me turn you down here. I bought some seed spuds. You know what? As you know, I got most of my seed spuds from Bridgend Garden Centre, but I also bought a few from, let's say, let's call it a cheap supermarket. And there's that smell, and you can smell it. So what I did, I looked at it, I thought, now you can't see it on this one. I'll do this one, hang on. What are these holes? That's what I thought. What are these little holes in the side? I didn't notice those when I was chitting them. So anyway, I cut it open. It's healed itself again now. And there we are, look. Some sort of worm in there, and it smells. It smells off. So I quickly removed them from, you know, my chitting. Is that actually a worm there? I don't think it is it? No. It's dead now, but it's rotten. This one, though, exactly the same. Put the two halves together. This one's gone totally bad. This is the one that stinks. So that's going, I'll go down the waste disposal in a minute. But it just shows you, you know, they may... Oh, I smell it. I'll get rid of that before I carry on. They may seem cheap. There may seem to be a lot in a bag. But that was in there, you know what I mean? And if you'd have left that, it would have... all the rest would have gone off. Okay then, so let me get rid of that, and I'm back in a second. They're going down the waste disposal. Ugh. I'm not even going to put those in compost. Back in a second. Good choice to come in here. It's raining quite hard now. Okay then, we got that, yeah. Logical sequence 43 and 44. Just get these in. Back on the old Agrolands for these. I'm only going to use 2 rows. I think that's all the seeds I've got actually. Yeah. I'm going to do this very carefully because I don't want to... Oh, they are smaller than they dinky. I've just dropped one. There's one there somewhere. I'll pick that up in a second. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. They are tiny. I'm going to put a bit more compost in there, you know. That first row. because I put my little dimples in and I think they're going to be too deep. There we are. 1, 2. Oh, missed that one. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 or 5. There could be a couple there. Now there's some here. I just dropped one, so all that dust is going to go in there. And I thought I saw one right there. Yeah, there's a couple more in there, stuck to the side of the packet. Come on, Ali, buck up with your packaging, eh? So it may seem a bit early to do tomatoes, but like I said, he's going to be growing indoors anyway. So, right, another lot from Robin. These are the golden hour. I'm guessing they're a yellow tomato, you know. I do Google some of these, but sometimes I don't want to get my expectations up. See that there, a little cut there. That's from that blooming straw. I got a little tiny splinter in there and I can't get it out. Anyway. Oh, falling apart. Let's do that one first before I lose it. Get in there. 2, 3. Oh, that is exactly 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. Fine vermiculite. Where are you? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to put a little bit of water there now. I'm not going to water all of it. I don't want to do that bit there. Just a quick bit there. Just so I can get the seeds bedded in, that's all. That'll do. That lets me know I've just done 2 rows, and I'll put the numbers on as usual, and they will go upstairs in the Vegepod. Now, I've got to get this area clear. I've got to get these chilies down here. Oh, if I do it now, though, I've got to know where to work, haven't I? Oh, decisions, decisions, decisions. Right, that's it for now, guys. Alright, guys, well, I was having a quick tidy up of the Vegepod out the front here. And I honestly forgot that I had lemon balm. I actually forgot I had Orange Balm in here. Now, I've used all my Orange Balm from the indoor Vegepod kitchen garden, and I forgot this was out here, and it's a hardy perennial, I forgot. So, rather than buy some more seeds, I'm going to take some cuttings. So, sharp, clean pair of secateurs, cut below and leaf node, and these are going to be quite tall ones actually. Just sharp knife, take the leaves off the bottom. Hang on, let's try to do this in front of the camera. So it's always so much awkward trying to do it with a camera. I'll use my thumbnail as a chopping board, look. And this glass might be a bit too small actually. Yeah, it is. It's an old rum shot glass, look. I'll move that in. I'll put it in bigger glass when I get indoors. So yeah, so that should be all right. Let's take another one. Lots of leaves on that. I'll tell you what, I'll do a shorter one in there. No, I won't. No, I used to be indecisive. Now I'm just not sure. It's quite a hardy plant, this, because this has been out all winter. Obviously, we've had a few frosts, had a few -6s and 7s, and it's been here. All right, we've had the mesh cover on the Vegepod, but it's open to the elements still. Tell you what, I'm just leave 2 pairs on that one as well. Like I say, I'll move them indoors onto a bigger glass in a minute. Some more the other side. Let me get one more over here. There we are. And if it doesn't work, I've still got the original plant. And it's quite versatile because you can take root cuttings, and you can layer this one as well. You can layer the balms, Orange Balm, It's a little bit unusual in the UK. More people are selling it now. So, well, there we are, guys. We'll see how that goes in a couple of weeks' time, eh? 2 to 3 weeks to start roots showing, I think. We'll see. Yeah, bigger glass. Get indoors. Well, here we are for now then in the greenhouse. Sat on top of a Spider Farmer SF600 and under a Spider Farmer SF600. Just for now. I might move it around a bit. Change the water every couple of days. Stops it going mouldy, and keep an eye out for any sort of leaf damage, mildew and that sort of thing. That'll do for now. The onions and shallots, the red flash onions and the shallots, having a day out today. It's quite mild, and the reason I've tidied up the Vegepod is some of these are going to go in there. So, and here's a few of the veg I took out to make way for the onions and shallots. Parsnips are from the birdies beds, but the mooli, small carrots, black radish and the stumpy chantenay carrots made a lovely soup along with some of the parsley on the right there, and that's where the orange balm is. Well, that's as far as the onions and shallots got, because this happened the next day. It was a bit snowy. That's the Vegepod in the centre foreground there with my car behind it. Birdies beds covered in snow. I was going to stay in, and I thought, no, let's venture out. I've never driven the Q7 all-wheel drive in snow before. Let's do it now before it gets too bad. So up the allotment, I had a quick look round, didn't go into the allotment. There's the Leaf and Ground Garden Centre by the allotment. The tracks on the right going downhill, they're mine. And a quick shot at the trees. And I kick myself now for not taking a photograph of the greenhouse in the back garden. Twin wall polycarbonate greenhouse covered in snow, 2 inches deep on the roof, and yet a glass greenhouse, it would be all melted. Inside the greenhouse, a balmy 15 Celsius. So all my heat was saved and not wasted. Quite often there's a big debate on YouTube about glass or polycarbonate. This would have sorted it. Anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Look after yourselves out there. Take care. Catch you on the next video.